Hi, good morning, everyone. So we're going to talk about scaling blockchain education and take the example of the Polkadot Blockchain Academy. First, a quick reminder, what is the Polkadot Blockchain Academy? The Polkadot Blockchain Academy, also called PBA, its mission is to educate for a more truthful world. We run educational programs to equip developers and builders with the knowledge and skills they need to thrive in Web3, and especially in Polkadot. A bit of history. So far, we were founded in 2022, executing on Gavin's vision of bringing more talented developers by investing in education, by training aspiring Web3 developers, going to look for them in Web2, and train them and bring them to Web3 by showing them the opportunities of Web3 and teach them the relevant skills in blockchain and Polkadot. Up to date, we've delivered, we're actually the highest producer of tech talents for the Polkadot ecosystem, and we've trained more than 400 developers and builders in the last 2 years. We've done so by investing in in-person education and by bringing this intense educational program to different high-demand markets. As you can see, from the UK to Buenos Aires, Latin America, all the way more recently to Asia, with a cohort in Hong Kong and lately in Singapore. But we're talking here about scaling education. Actually, before scaling our educational model, we've actually focused for the last 2 years on doing things that do not scale. We really focused on creating the best learning experience, the best student experience, and demonstrating high academic standards. And to do so, we had to focus on doing a lot of things that do not scale. For example, to identify the top talent, the top aspiring Web2 engineers, or the top aspiring Web3 engineers and experienced Web2 engineers, we invested in a very rigorous admission process that was both code-based but also interview-based. We've also decided to invest in in-person education, the antithesis of scale, bringing the top developers into a selected location in partnership with top universities, and having them work together for over a month in a very intense educational program. We also went counterintuitively by bringing the top faculty, not trained teachers, as many programs would do, but actually by inviting the very builders of Polkadot and of blockchain on stage to train our students. And finally, we decided to really invest in connecting from the get-go with the Polkadot and the broader Polkadot community from the get-go to have our students not only learn from the best, but also have the relevant contact to contribute afterwards directly. And so, going a little bit deeper on those before moving to scale. The case for in-person education. By bringing selected students, imagine around 100 students, together day and night for 5 weeks in a selected location, by isolating them from the rest of the work, we were able to not only deliver a high academic program on steroids, going through the equivalent of a semester, if not 2 sometimes, of a master program in just 5 weeks. But we were also able to create the space and the time for the late night convo, the weekend convo with the faculty or between students that gave fruit to new products, new projects in the Polkadot ecosystem. This type of experience at the moment can only live in person. By having also in-person education, we were able to identify the raw talent and really invest and go deeper with them. We were also able to spend time on going in depth for the assignments, having the space for code review or for longer discussion afterwards. And those often turned a simple theoretical problem that would usually be an assignment in an academic program into a real-life project, and sometimes into existing Polkadot projects. And I know we have in the room a few alumni that have their living projects on Polkadot. The case for in-person education is one. But what's really specific also about the Polkadot Blockchain Academy is its faculty. As said before, unlike other programs, we didn't take the the usual route or the more known route of hiring a group of trained teachers to deliver the content on repeat. We decided to actually invite those who are building Polkadot and those who are the builders, the engineers and the builders of Polkadot on stage, to have them directly meet the students, to have them share, sometime in real life, sometime even disclose what they were building directly to the students. And this, although logistically and operationally is a challenge, this allowed us to always have top content, top quality content, but also up-to-date content, versus having trained teachers learn from the builders and then deliver the content. It also allowed us to have those incredible moments where you have experienced developers sitting with aspiring Web3 developers and sharing their views, sometimes disagreeing violently about topics, and then build together, identify something that is untapped, something that is needed for Polkadot, and again, give the ways for not only knowledge sharing, but true collaboration. And we are so grateful to be able to continue working with the builders of Polkadot, of Jam, and of course with the Web3 Foundation as well. We decided also to invest in forging those relationships with the ecosystem and with the Polkadot community at first. We were doing so from the get-go, from this first cohort, this pilot in Cambridge, by inviting top projects and by showing and showcasing opportunities and inviting projects from the Polkadot ecosystem and the community at large to present to our students, so that our students are not only learning in an echo chamber, but understanding from the beginning, from during the time they are on site, how what they are learning can be applied in the community, how they can later be of use for the community and serve the community. So we've been involving the community as faculty, as guest lecturers, coming to teach our students. But we've also gone the other way. We've also invested a lot in contacts with the community, placing our graduates so that they can continue, expand the current project, and also supporting and enabling our builders so that they can launch their own. And you can see behind me a few examples of the projects we are so proud to have our alumni found, co-found, or contribute to. So what? As said, already now, after only 2 years of existence, we've trained over 400 tech talents, developers and builders. We've demonstrated that we are the biggest producer of tech talent for the Polkadot community and ecosystem. We've demonstrated the quality of our curriculum built by the very builders of Polkadot. We've demonstrated also the quality of our talent, looking at the graduates that have been placed in existing projects on Polkadot or created and launched their own. So now it's time to shake things up. We've demonstrated quality, and again, a very high emphasis on academic results and academic threshold and quality. But now, after only 2 years, we decided to shake things up. It's great to be able to train a couple of hundreds of high-trained and quality developers. But could we actually do a couple of thousands every year? So we decided to give it a try. And today, we're proud to announce our new product, which is PBAX, deconstructing our on-campus in-person experience and bringing it online.
Your contributions will help shape the future of Polkadot. Thank you again for your commitment, and we look forward to your continued involvement in the Polkadot community.
And so, what's scaling blockchain education? It's actually taking a bet that the quality we've developed for the last 2 years in person, we can bring some of it, and hopefully all of it, online. And not only be accessible to a couple of hundreds of developers that we bring to different high-demand markets, working with selected projects, cohort by cohort, wave by wave, but actually open the gate of the academy to thousands of learners that can access the program, the online program, from wherever they are. It's the idea of taking an online program that will be flexible, that will be part-time, to allow developers that have other obligations to get their first taste into blockchain education. It's also going beyond the developer community. Even if the developer community is the core focus of the PBA, we also wanted to have this course as a teaser for the blockchain enthusiasts who need a first step into their blockchain education. And so PBA X is our new product that we are launching today at Sub0 Reset, that is online, part-time, over the course of 4 weeks, and will give a strong introduction to all the fundamental and the foundations of blockchain and Polkadot education for, we hope, thousands of learners. Please refer our program and bring us the new talent that will continue expanding the Polkadot ecosystem and community. Thank you.
Thank you. Pauline, thank you so, so much. Does anybody have a question for Pauline? Give me an opportunity to throw something again. The question is, how much money does it cost? Hello. The question was, Pauline, how much money does it cost?
Immediately talking about money. So we're trying to be really accessible. We have an introductory price of $100, and we're going to have some specific partnership also to include different options for financial aid. But the introduction price, so please sign up early, is $100 per seat.
$100 to use PBA X?
Correct.
That's amazing. And hey, look, I don't want to jump the gun too much, but any hint at where the next in-person PBA might be held? Continent?
We're still working on it.
Okay.
We're going to announce it soon, hopefully. I can say that it's going to go back to Europe, where we were for the first wave.
Beautiful. Pauline, thank you so much for coming on stage and sharing.
Thanks a lot, Jay.
Beautiful.
Thanks.